Our first story looks at Edge readying for retirement. Atop of the news today is a recent comment from Edge that has some fans wondering whether the Hall of Famer is contemplating retiring after his colossal comeback in 2020 at that year's Royal Rumble. Edge recently spoke with Bleacher Report about his current run, noting, "This run, I feel I've been able to do some of that. To me, that has been one more layer on this cake that was already tasty anyway. I'm enjoying and soaking in every moment with the complete realization that it's gonna end soon. I know the end is in sight and I can see it. And because of that, it makes me..."
I think normally when people think they're ready to retire, it might be due to them turning 50. They're pushing 50. Yeah, it might be that time to boots. But if you feel like you can still go, then go. Not what the fans want, but only for you. So the fact that he's saying all of this, it shows us that he is hungry for the business. He's passionate about the business. Because once you sign with any other wrestling promotions, it's hard to retire. That's what Mark Calloway went through years ago after he lost to Brock Lesnar in WrestleMania 30. So now you got all other, wrestling legends retiring, coming out of retirement. I mean, I know Shawn Michaels should have stayed retired. That colossal fest that him and Triple H and Undertaker and them had in 2018 in Saudi Arabia, that was kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. But at least with Undertaker, he pretty much retired on his own terms. So the fact that he did it in his own way with AJ Styles, that was literally one of his best matches, his best final matches in 2020 during the pandemic. So I can't say the same for Edge, but only if he's ready to retire. Only thing we can do is just let him do his thing. So
Comeback was slowed down after he suffered a torn tricep at 2020's Backlash, an injury which kept him out of action for 7 months. While Edge's return has been hampered by erratic heel turns, the WWE Universe seems to be enjoying his run regardless of how strangely he's been booked. The Rated R Superstar is set to battle Damian Priest on the 22nd August edition of Raw, with some believing the show will see an appearance by Edge's wife Beth Phoenix. Edge is vowed to end the Judgment Day. The very group he created should be interesting, but will it lead to the group's destruction or the end of his WWE comeback? Next up, Booker T's subtle slam of CM Punk. Booker T recently commented on the backstage situation involving AEW World Champion CM Punk, and while Booker T...
It's confirmed. Come on, man. What's going on, WrestleMania? You're starting to lose me a little bit. It's not a rumor. It's confirmed.
While it's believed that the announcement was made prematurely, there's still talk that the WWE is changing its content in the near future. In fact, some fans have noticed an edgier product following Triple H's assumption of the WWE's creative department. As we pointed out during our discussion of the potential change, the shift to TV14 is largely meaningless as there's no clear-cut rules across the cable industry stating what is allowed with TV14 and what isn't allowed with TVPG. Individual networks could have internal rules, however, and Fig 4 Online's Brian Alvarez believes that there is a reason for the pending change. During an audio show, Alvarez noted that some fans' chants were muted during the NXT Heatwave special, and that the chants wouldn't be muted if that was rated TV14. Honestly, one of the reasons they wanted to go TV14 was because they're sick of having to edit out these chants. As Wrestling News' Paul Davis pointed out, there's no exception that the product will go back to the Attitude Era days, but a TV14 rating would allow them...
I mean, you don't have to go back to the Attitude Era days. You can just be creative while being TV14 in today's world. I mean, as far as like them editing the crowd's reaction like all the time, like it's getting annoying. It's been like this since the mid-2000s if you watch SmackDown. Like they do that a lot.
The storylines and promos. When do you guys think the WWE will implement these changes, and will it improve its product?
Yes, it will.
Let us know in the comments down below.
It will.
Next up, WWE trademarks a name for Bayley's new faction. Bayley's new faction with Dakota Kai and Io Sky seems to be getting over with the WWE Universe, but what exactly is the group's name? While Bayley and company have used the word control in their social media posts, a recent trademark filing by the WWE suggests what the group's official name is going to be. Wrestling News' Paul Davis was reporting that WWE trademarked the term damage control on 17th August 2022. Bayley...
I like that name. That's not bad at all. Damage control. Good work, Triple H. I like that name. It's way better than Control itself. Damage Control, yeah, I like that name a lot.
Trademark CTRL rather than Control.
Originally, when I was watching this, stuff like this by myself, I was trying to figure out why they keep saying CTRL. Now I know what it means, like damage control, because I was assuming that it has something to do with the TVPG rating. Like, you know how it says TVPG, them the little words in the bottom. Those were my original thoughts.
Marvel. If you're a Marvel Comics fan or a fan of the Marvel film and TV franchises, you know that Damage Control is an agency that appears in the comics and has appeared in several films and TV series, including the recent Miss Marvel series on Disney+. Next up, Trish Stratus has a showdown with Bayley. Speaking of Bayley, the leader of Damage Control had a run-in with Trish Stratus at the WWE's recent live event in Canada. Ringside News detailed what happened at the event, saying, during the show, Alexa Bliss and Asuka ran down to make the save after Bayley and Dakota Kai attacked Bianca Belair during a match with Io Sky. Trish Stratus was also present in the ring for good measure. Trish trash tweeted Bayley with some pictures.
Looks like we took control over the situation, huh? Can you imagine the rivalry between Trish Stratus and Bayley? Oh, that would have made money. That would have been money. Like, I paid money to see these two go at it, especially Trish Stratus, the GOAT versus the PG wrestler in the WWE. Like, that would have been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Huh? As we noted earlier this week, she was scheduled to appear at 2 live events in Canada, with Bayley making some snarky social media messages about how she was the reason fans would want to attend the live event, not Trish. It's become common for wrestlers to call out.
It's staged. Like, anytime when you see a wrestler tweet something on social media, like, people do be taking it way too seriously. Like, it's a scripted show. It's entertainment. It ain't like they're, like, really calling people out on Twitter. If they did, they would have, like, done it in person. I mean, I've seen this stuff all the time on social media.
Seen legends step up to answer a challenge. You may recall Lita battled Becky Lynch last year, and Bayley's comments towards Trish have fans wondering whether the two could wrestle. With Trish ready to appear on tomorrow night's Raw, don't be surprised to see Trish and Bayley have another confrontation.
Have you seen her on social media? Trish is fit. Like, she is a fitness guru. Yoga, you know, doing push-ups and having a little six-pack, her little booty growing and carrying on. Yeah. She finna come back strong tomorrow night. And now when you think about it, it kind of makes sense for her to appear on Raw since she's Canadian. She's from Canada.
Thanks to Roman's aid.
I wish they could just stop calling them superstars. Like, last week, Drew McIntyre cut one of the best promos last week on Raw when he said wrestlers instead of superstars. They're wrestlers. Wrestlers. Like, I hope the guy that Triple H watched this or sees any other wrestling videos that just stop calling them superstars. Like, I'm tired of hearing the word superstar. That's played out so much. It's boring, and it's time for you to go back to its roots originally. Just call them wrestlers. Male wrestlers, female wrestlers, they're wrestlers, period.
A live event. And last but not least, you never know what can happen at a live event, as seen by a recent live event in Ottawa, Ontario. The Canadian live event featured a triple threat match between undisputed champion Roman Reigns, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. But during the bout, Sheamus' fellow brawling brutes Ridge Holland and Butch got involved, attacking the tribal chief. Unfortunately for Reigns, the Usos were nowhere to be found. As for a possible reason why, check out our recent news video. So aspiring Bloodline member Sami Zayn came to Roman's rescue, allowing the head of the table to secure the win. While it remains to be seen how seriously Roman is going to take Sami's bid to join the Bloodline, Zayn has been putting his body on the line, taking a claymore for Reigns on the 19th August SmackDown and saving Roman here. The WWE deserves credit for how it's allowed this story to play out and capture the fans' interest, as they wonder if this is part of a long-awaited babyface turn for Sami Zayn.
2 nights ago on SmackDown, Sami Zayn had one of the best pops in his hometown of Canada. So it wouldn't be a surprise to see him turn face for the first time to actually get away from the bloodline. Like, just think about that. That would be one of his best highlights of his career right now. So if y'all enjoy my reaction and my commentary, let me know in the comments down below.